What's up guys, Volt here bringing you a brand new Fast and Furious car remake. In today's remake, I'm bringing you the 1970 Ford Escort RS1600 that Paul Walker or Brian O'Connor drove in Fast and Furious 6. The design is basically very simple and it is very straightforward, and it does look really similar to the Ford Escort. Quick note, the Ford Escort was one of the easier cars for them to actually manage over in the UK because it was one of the highly used cars that the area actually is used to, and most of the mechanics usually wanted to work on instead of like the higher end cars or different cars in general. So, everyone wanted to, I guess, work on the Ford Escort and just, make it the best they could. And this is what they came up with. I think it turned out really good in game and in the movie as well. The only thing I do kind of wish we could get is a livery on the side. But other than that, I mean, it is pretty well spot on. So, to start things off, for price range, you're going to go to the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website. You're going to go a little bit down, and you're going to be looking for the Vapid Retinue. This is a car that's going to be costing you about $615,000. If I were you, I'd purchase it in a different color than the blue. That way you don't get the blues messed up or mixed up at all. It's going to cost you about $615,000. Once you get that, you want to bring that down to the LSC or Los Santos Customs and drive her on in, and we're going to get customizing this bad boy. So as you can see, this car is in the Sports Classics category, which is a very interesting area to put this car in because it can pretty much dominate any Sports Classic car in the class. The Jets Classic was in the Sports Classic class as well, and they removed that. I don't know why they didn't remove this one. Seems more like a tiny sports car, maybe a compact car to an extent. But, I mean, this car just dominates the Sports Classic class. Anyways, like I say in most of my videos, I'm going to go over the design, the overall aesthetics, and the overall visual prowess of the car itself. Anything performance-wise is completely up to you. Inside and interior as well is pretty much completely up to you unless I say so in the video, or what I find picture-wise I will put up on screen, and you guys can just follow along and make it your way. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to start with the bumpers. We're going to go to the front bumper, and we're going to put on the bumper mounted rally lights. Now, we want the rally lights because he actually does have rally lights on here. They're not blue, they're actual lights, but I mean, this is closer than any other of the bumpers that you can actually put on this car. From there, we're going to go to the rear bumper. We're going to keep the stock bumper. You do not want to remove that chrome back bumper. He actually has the chrome back bumper on it. From there, we're going to go onto the chassis. We're going to go down and we're going to put the roll cage and chassis upgrade. That way it does have the roll cage in there. I know he does have a roll cage in the car, and I believe it is a blue roll cage as well. From there, we're going to go to the exhaust. You just want to keep the stock exhaust. All the other ones just don't look right, and the one that he actually has in the movie is bigger than the stock exhaust, but it's the closest one we can get is the stock exhaust in my opinion. From there, we're going to go to the fenders. You want to put in the arch extensions. It's got a little bit of a wide body, not as much as you would think. This doesn't give it enough, in my opinion. So you want to give it that nice little flare with those arch extensions. For the grille, you want to go to the drilled valance. This kind of gives it that kind of like holes in between, or in behind the front bumper and the rally fog lights. If you actually look in the pictures I'm going to be providing, there are holes in the bumper or in the grill, so that's exactly what you want. From there, we're going to go into the hood. You want to make sure you put the hood pins on. He does have some, nice little hood pins on the front of the car itself. If you don't want the hood pins on at all, you can actually just go with stock. From there, we're going to go into the lights. You make sure you got to keep those lights stock. You don't want to put any xenon lights on. I know a lot of people say, oh, put xenons on. No, I always say most of the cars that you do build in Fast and Furious anyways is going to be stock lights. I know I made that mistake on a lot of my cars, and I will go into the videos that I did make the mistakes on, and I'll put down in the comment section, just like any other video, any adjustments that I do to the car to make it more lifelike. He also has no neon kit, so you don't have to worry about a neon kit or spending any money on that. From there, we're going to go into the livery. You want to go with the wide body stripe. Now, it has that big stripe down the middle, and that's kind of what you want. The double stripe doesn't look that great, in my opinion, for this car. I think the wide body stripe does, but I kind of wish it had a stripe on the side as well. That way it would fit the car a lot closer. From there, we're going to go into the plate. Now, I don't really know what the plate is, and I haven't made any custom plates for a long time, so I just put on my Brian plate with the blue on white too. If I do have the plate number, I will put right now on screen what it is. That way you guys can make it. And most likely it is going to be a blue on white too. Respray, we're going to save that for last. We're going to go to the roof. You want to keep the stock roof. You don't want no sunstrip on the car. It's just a plain car for the most part, so you just want to keep the stock roof. From there, we're going to go on to the skirts. You want to go with the black rubber mud flaps. He does have some mud flaps on the car, mainly in the front. I don't really see too many on the back, but there probably is some on the back as well. For the spoiler, you just want to go with none. You could, if you wanted to, add a little traction if you don't want to make it like a kind of drifty car and have it a bit more low to the ground and more straight onto the ground for traction wise. You could add a low ducktail, but I actually have none on mine, so that's the way I have mine built. Next, we're going to go into the wheels. The wheel type is going to be tuner, and the stock rims, and you want to go and find the Fujiwara rims. These are the closest ones I could find to the actual designed rims in the movie. I think they come out really close and really similar. They could be a little bit more deep dish, but other than that, they are really, really close. Next, we're going to go into the wheel color. You want to make sure you make those babies gold, kind of like a Subaru type style, blue and gold, if you know what I mean by Subaru. If you don't, then I'm sorry. For the tire design, you're not going to have any tire design, special tire design on it at all. For the tire enhancements, you want to go with the bulletproof tires or no bulletproof tires at all. I put bulletproof tires on. And for the tire smoke, you want to keep the white tire smoke. Last before the respray is windows, and we're going to keep it with none. Not even any little window tint at all. Just keep it stock, plain and simple. Last but not least, we're going to go into the color. As you can see, I changed it to a basic primary rolled steel so you guys can figure out and see how I do the color. It's very simple. Go to primary color. You want to go to classic, and you want to find the blues. And you're looking for the racing blue, which is in the classic colors. Apply that. Then we're going to go down to the secondary color. We're going to go to classic as well, and we're going to do the same thing here as well. Just go down here to the blues, and we're going to put on the racing blue color. And that is it. That is how you recreate the 1970 Ford Escort RS1600 from the Fast and Furious 6 that Paul Walker, or Brian O'Connor in the movie, drives and, races against like a tank. And well, I just don't want to spoil it for you guys. You guys got to go watch the movie if you haven't seen it already. If you have, then be sure to leave a like if you have seen it. I mean, most people have seen it, and that's probably why they're looking up this type of video or kind of enjoy this type of video. So, as you can see, it's nice and daylight out, which is good. You can kind of see this car in all its beautiful glory. And bada bing, bada boom, it is absolutely stunning, and it looks exactly like a Ford Escort. Now, other people say that there are other cars that look exactly like it, and I will say right now that this is the closest version that you can get. The other one that people think that is really close to it before they actually brought out the Vapid Retinue is the Volcar Warner. Now, the reason I say the Volcar Warner is not close to it is because the Volcar Warner reminds me more of a old school Skyline that is actually in the movie of, I believe, Fast 5, or it could be Fast and Furious. I will have to look it up, and I may even do a build on it as well. If you guys want to see that, let me know. It's just going to be pretty much a black Skyline basic build that it's going to be another car that Paul Walker drives, of course. So you guys can let me know if you want to see that. But in a sense, the reason the Vapid Retinue actually works the best is because Vapid in GTA Online is actually Ford, and the body style looks exactly like a Ford Escort, in my opinion. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video if you did enjoy. It only takes a few seconds of your day to make mine. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to be notified when I go live. My videos go live if you are new. And stay tuned for more videos in the future. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. You guys can always follow me on Twitter. It's down in the description below as well. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.